Now you got sound, I bet, right? How is it? Too loud? Not enough? How's it going? Does he know he's live? Yeah, he does. Believe it or not. Working on Home Assistant install when the live popped up. Good timing. Maybe I'll get some inspiration. We got sound. With the rabbit hole of screens, yes. I'll try and get rid of that. Okay, so you don't need this anymore. Let's shut this down. Okay, this lets me still see some chat though. All right. Man, how's everybody doing? Okay, this is the Hobbit House. This is it. We're in it. Oh, you know what I can do? Watch this. Wait, I can do something fun. Let's see this. I turned this fancy camera on. There you go. Now, if I can get... So now you can see like the whole place, right? Sort of. From the inside anyways. Ceiling. Pretty cool, huh? What do you think? Bring back the holy grail of Matrix Inception. What's happening, guys? So, hey, so who got to watch the show? Did everybody get to watch the show yet? I know if you're out of the country, it might be difficult, but somebody's even said they found it like a torrent or something where they downloaded it. Room has interesting acoustics. Is it bad or is it okay? It's supposed to look like Bilbo lives here. That's perfect. If it looks like Bilbo lives here, then we're doing the right thing. James saw it. I then missed it. What's up, Blade? How's it going? We haven't even talked about Node Red. The show? Didn't even know what's going on. Oh my goodness. Well, let's do this. Let's show you. Let's show you the show. Or at least the way to see it. Oh, wow, that's why. Because it's giving me that. I want another. Let's look this up. That looks crazy. I would like to, I don't know how to adjust some of these things so that you get more of the all the way around view and not so much just me. Bo says it's live chat. I don't even know who you are. Fair enough. Don't even know who you are, but that's okay. Hang out anyways. Sounds like the new house with no furniture. Oh, it is. It does. It is very acoustically unique, as you can imagine with the ceiling. So let's turn off this crazy 360 camera for a minute, and then we'll turn down this thing here, and then this is like all dome ceiling, right? The whole thing is dome ceiling and hard floors. So the sound does bounce around, and it's not just like a normal square echoey kind of a bounce around. It's weird how it kind of travels sometimes around the corners. Yeah, it's unique. So, but right now it's just me up here. Holly's over there laying on the couch, but she's not making any noise. So it is probably a little bit funny. Not meant to be offensive, just honest to click because I sat down the rabbit hole. That's my kind of crazy. Sounds good, Ike. Sounds good. Looked like a tough build. It was tough, man. Watching me try to do the concrete, yeah. So that was for real. That was for real. That really was hard. They did sort of force me to spill some concrete. They were in cahoots with the guy driving the crane. And he just lifted it up and basically pulled it away from me, and that was probably part of the spilling that I did. But some of it, like there was a spot where I actually got concrete on their camera, multi-$1,000 camera, and I dumped concrete on it on accident. Sorry, guys. So if you don't know, if you hadn't heard, this house we're in, this is the Hobbit House, our Hobbit House, or Whobbit, if you don't want to get sued, because a Whobbit is just like a Hobbit, except it's not copyrighted. So this show, Building Off the Grid from the DIY Network, came out and filmed us building it. And in here somewhere, recently, if you see episode guide, this won't show you though. This is kind of a funky, their website's kind of funky and it doesn't put things in the same order. But this is us, Idaho Underground Home. This is us. So it shows you when it's going to be on. You can watch it on Discovery Plus, or if you have DIY Network on your cable or satellite, whatever, you can watch it there. But honestly, the best way to watch it is, I think, is Amazon. Go to Amazon, and then if you search Building Off the Grid, this is it. And then it's season 12. Season 12. And we are episode 3 right there. And you have to, for this one, for us it's probably going to work, but you have to buy it. It's like $3. Video unavailable. Problem with this video assistance. Okay, great. Tennessee Greek Cottage. Ooh, that looks cool. Wow. That's quite cool. Anyways, that's us right there. So season 12, episode 3 on Amazon. But even then, some people, I think, in other countries have a hard time. They don't always let you watch that. But they make paint that will help with the acoustics. Oh, really, Greg? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Hey, Alex, go blue. We're all a little crazy here, especially the bald guy. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I have some of my fun things, but I have to like do this to get them. Oh, did that not go? What the heck? Stay on target. I thought I had a bunch of these. I like this one. Yeah, there we go. See, I got some of this stuff. I don't know how loud that is. Probably turn it down. So, what do you guys want to chat about? You guys want to kind of walk around? Late to the party. Hey, how's it going, Alan? We could try and do kind of a walk around the house. I would love it if I could get my phone to stream to the, like, using my phone as a camera for OBS. That would be awesome. I don't know if that will work. I think it would. I don't think it would. Not without some finagling that I haven't done yet. So so one of the things we can that's been on my mind that I've been working on while I've been here is the lighting, the LumenCache stuff. Hey Nick, how's it going? If we've talked about this a little bit, well, probably a lot. Is it cold inside? No, it's actually super nice inside. I like wearing my hoodie, but in fact, we had to turn down the heat. So we got up here on Friday. Well, I got up here. I came up Thursday to turn things on for the wife and kids who came up Thursday night. So we had to run the generator so that we could run the geothermal heater to heat up the pipes, the water that goes through the floors. And, we set the thermostat to not that high, like 65, 67, whatever that is in Celsius. I wish I should know. It's probably 20 or something, 20 something. And it ran for a long time and it did great, got nice and warm. And then it just kept going. Like it passed the temperature. The thermostat said, okay, stop at 67, and it hit 67, and then the thermostat shut off. But I think what happens is it continues to warm, because you've been heating up this concrete slab, and then even when you turn the thermostat, even when the thermostat hits its point and it stops the pump from pumping the hot water through the floor is still hot and it's still heating the rest of the room. And because we've got it in the basement floor and in the first floor floor, which is the basement ceiling, the basement was like an oven. And so it got up past 75, and it was warm down there. It was warm. Tomorrow's when the Off the Grid show plays. It's played a few times, Nick. I think I saw it on it was going to be on the 20th again. The best way to see it, man, is Amazon. Just go there and pay $3. I'd like to say I get a little bit if you pay the $3. I don't, but that way you've got it and you can watch it whenever you want. Forgot to tell you last Sunday from the UK, same country as Paul Hibbert. Oh, awesome, Alan. DigQuad still on track for early November, back in stock. Should be, St. Bach. We've got, I was just chatting with Quindor this morning, and they're working on them. They're building them. I can't wait until someday we're out of all this shipping problems and supply chain, whatever everybody's talking about, not being able to get the right components, and they're raising the prices like crazy. And there was a piece that used to cost 17 cents. Now it's like $2 and something. So it's been a nightmare. But they are building some more quads, and we should have some, I think. Canada, don't think we can, may have to download it. Oh, okay. 2023, I'm afraid. Oh gosh, Richard, I hope not. Hey, but my LumenCache, Richard, is going awesome. So let's we can switch to that topic for just a minute, because LumenCache need a Raspberry Pis too. Oh, Raspberry Pis, are those running out too? Raspberry Pis are? Oh no. So LumenCache, we've talked about this before, but if anybody that's here has not heard of it, LumenCache is a PoE lighting system. I think that's the best way to say it. Power over Ethernet lighting system. So because now we have LEDs that are so efficient and use such little amount of power, you can actually light your house by running power through Ethernet cables to the lights. And you can carry a small amount of current on there. It's only like, I think the max is like 0.5 amp or something, depends on which kind of cable you have, but 0.5 amp is plenty. 0.5 amp is plenty to run to power to light a room. So when we built this Hobbit house, that was my plan for lighting, was to use this low voltage power over Ethernet, DC lighting system. And is this like hue killer? I don't think so. This is very different. It's not traditional lighting. So when you're going to use something like LumenCache, you don't run, Romex. You don't run big copper wires with 120 volts or 220 or whatever to where you're going to have your light fixtures. You run Ethernet cable, and you can have it works in a couple of ways. You can have one cable that goes from your control panel out to the room where you want it to go. You kind of loop it around the room so that there's a spot for each place you're going to put a light, and then you can end it at a light switch. And when you do it that way, then when you put your lights in, you just tap in to the Ethernet cable for each of the lights. And yeah, there's a limit on how many lights, but 4 lights is okay. And then you put the switch on the end, and that switch will switch that circuit. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is, I guess there's 3. The other way to do it is you can have a circuit that goes to the lights, and then a separate one that goes to the switch. So that's kind of nice. You can also, if you really wanted to, run a separate circuit to each light, which I think that's overkill, but gives you maximum flexibility if you wanted to make some crazy arrangement so you turned on half the lights and turned off half the lights or whatever. It's got full dimming functions. Every room has dimming. Even the bathrooms have dimming, just the nature of the way it works. And I've been playing around with it, and I've been using like LumenCache makes, I don't know if they make, but Derek, the guy that is, this is his company, his brainchild. They have certain fixtures, and they're increasing their offering of light fixtures that have the RJ45 jacks you can just plug in. But I don't have any of those, and so I've just been using whatever fixtures I want. And some of them I've got like from AliExpress, and I'm just able to take off the LED driver so that it's just 2 wires connected to the positive and negative of an LED, or even a strip of LEDs without any other circuitry. And I can connect those to the LumenCache system, and they work great. In other cases, I've had to take like like we have chandeliers, or I don't have them up yet, but I've taken chandeliers or the bathroom fixtures, and I've put them, just rewired them so that I can just put a little LED in each of the spots where a normal bulb would go, and connected those up, and they work. The one trick, if you're doing, I'm doing mostly constant current drivers. He also has constant voltage drivers. Nice thing about the constant current drivers is you don't have to worry about the voltage at all. You just connect up the LEDs that you want, make sure that you've set your maximum current to whatever is the right amount for those lights, or however many lights you're hooking up, and that's it. And then it'll manage the voltage and give the LEDs whatever voltage they need to get to that current. So it's great. When you do connect them that way, you have to connect the lights in series. So if you have like a fixture with 3 LEDs in it, you've got to go positive, in, out, negative, into positive, out, negative, into positive, out, negative, and then back to the panel. The downside on that is it's like old Christmas lights, right? One goes out, they all go out. So that's the downside, but you know, these should last 50,000 hours, so hopefully that's not much of a problem. Too much. But anyways, I finally got it figured out, and I've got it figured out to the point that initially I was putting on RJ45, plug tips on each end. So when you have a light fixture, you got to cut the Ethernet cable, put a plug on each end, a tip, and then plug it into the light fixture. So the power goes in, goes through the light, goes back out, goes to the next one, right? So that's a lot of RJ45s. I bought a box of 100 and they're gone. And the other problem was I messed up a couple times, and I couldn't figure out. I got the order of the wires right in the plug, but when I went to try and turn on the lights, and then when I put a tester on the wires, there was shorts, crosses, or something wasn't making a connection. So when you put crimp those plug tips on, you introduce, I guess, another potential point of failure if you mess it up. So what I just figured out just in the last day or so was you don't actually even need those RJ45s. You just take the blue wires, the blue and white, that's positive, and the brown and white, that's negative, and you strip them back, and you connect the lights in series based on just using those as plus minus, and you go to your light plus minus, and then the minus, the brown, then, well, I guess it would be the blue, goes to the next light, and you do the same thing, and the same thing, and the same thing. And then you leave, this was the important part for me, you leave the two, is it the green wires? I think it's the green, that are the switch. The two green wires are the switch. When you ground those, when you touch them together, that switches the circuit on and off. So you leave those until the end. You don't ever cut them or anything. And when you get to the end, you can connect them to any kind of momentary switch that you want. Pretty awesome. Like I'm like digging it. I'm digging it. And the best part is now, like, all I need now is time. Like, I've got everything I need to put it all together and to get all the lights working. I've got lights in all the bathrooms working. I've got lights in all the bedrooms working now too. Got lights in one of the closets working. So now it's just a matter of, okay, I got to just go through and put in all these fixtures and wire them all up. But man, it's the talking internet time. How's it going, John? So I'm happy. I'm right now, LumenCache is in a good place for me. I'm happy. I feel like I got control of it. I can understand it. I can make it work. And that's great. That gets us one step closer to being able to run this place. So if a light goes out, it could be, right? It could be if a light goes out, you have to troubleshoot where it went out, you know? The good thing is these should not go out. They should not go out very long. Saying best practice would be to use fire safety sheeting for long-term in-wall cabling because it's safer than not. Not that it's required, certainly. More safety is better. I can't argue that. I'm not usually a safety nut, but... Ooh. Okay. From this camera point of view, it looks like south of France. Let's see. There's got to be an iPhone way to stream to the phone, right? Let's see. Using iPhone as webcam Mac. Let's see what happens. Turn your iPhone into a webcam, but without buying. How to use your iPhone as a webcam for video conferencing. Yeah. Here we go. That's what we need. Da 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 da. The full no, I'm not going to use some crazy software. If you have DigQuad set up when you have a separate tiny block for the board itself and a separate block for the power, then if you have a wall light fixture, which one it should power on off? Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, Roman. Yeah, I'm confused. Let's sort this out. If you have a DigQuad setup, separate tiny block for the board itself. So you mean a power supply for the board? Separate block for powering the LEDs. If you have it on a wall light switch, which one? Oh, power. If you want to power something off, power off the power supply to the LEDs and leave the DigQuad on. That way it stays connected to your network and you don't have to worry about that. And we've talked about that, and there's a way in WLED to connect a relay that you can control, that when you in WLED you tell the lights to turn off, it will actually click off the relay that's connected to the power supply for the LEDs, and that saves you a lot of power, because even when the LEDs are off, you still get some power draw by the LEDs. And some of those power supplies, they got a fan, and they can wear out if they just stay on all the time too. That's what I did, wore mine out. Zoom, Slack, use your phone as a webcam for Mac and PC. Epoc Cam app on your phone. Did I already do that? Maybe I did. EPOC. Nope. Epic Cam, huh? Well, it's got a lot of good views. Maybe that'll work. Because it would be great if I could get this webcam working and be able to walk around the house and walk outside and stuff with you guys. Oh yeah, I did have it at some point. I just needed to download it again. Could you not attach extra wire and pass power over, like power injection? For which one are we talking about, Nick? For my LumenCache lights, or are you talking about Roman's question with his things? I home run all my wiring for LumenCache install. Cat 5 is cheap. Yeah, if you're gonna have, man, I didn't, because I was in such a flippin' hurry because of the show. Doing the TV show was great, but it was also tough because we made a lot of compromises to try and get done at a certain time. We had to rush. So like the wiring I did myself, and I had to just do it like fast, like in a couple of days, and I did not have a lot of time. And at that time, I didn't totally understand even how LumenCache worked. I just knew that I needed lights all over the place. Okay, AirDrop. Ooh, requires a driver to link. Yeah, let's AirDrop to my Mac. Yeah. See what's gonna happen. Okay. Open. Oh, let's see what this does. It's probably going to require a restart, and that's going to screw up everything, but let's give it a try. Oh boy, don't get my password. Did you guys catch that? Close. Move to okay. USB or Wi-Fi. Connect the wireless. Oh, I think my Wi-Fi is off on my phone, so we'll turn that back on. Next. Give permission, allow access to camera. Okay, allow access to phone. Okay, done. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, great, fine, whatever. But now what I need to do is go into Streamlabs. Sorry for the infinity here again. And then we're going to add an extra source video capture device. Add a new one. Nope, it's not there. It's not there. I wonder where it could be. Any smart stuff at the hot tub? No, not yet. Not yet. 5, 6, oh man. Not long enough. Entropy is your friend, yeah. Let's see, what could I do to get this thing? Let me try and find. Let's see if it's in photo booth. This is also that we can take a tour, guys. This is so we can walk around the house and take a tour. I wonder why. OBS needs to refresh to see the new driver. Oh, that means I'd have to shut it off. So that's not going to work. Boo. Boo. I guess what I could do is just walk around with the laptop. What do you guys think?